Hi, my name is Jason Arthur, and this is my justification video for SLO number 6, Literacy Problems of Practice. So, how did applying the student learning outcome guide your future decision and practices, and how did it impact them? So, looking through the foundational resources of this SLO, I was able to really sit down and think for a minute. I feel like I get so caught up in trying to meet what the curriculum is expecting of me in the classroom. Like, I feel like I have certain points to hit and certain deadlines to hit them by that it gets my focus so tunneled on making sure that these specific skills are getting tackled on a regular basis that it is very easy to forget what it means to be a teacher, especially for such a young age demographic that I work for, typically working with 3 to 6 years old. Like, these kids need not just academically focused stuff. Like, that is definitely beneficial for them in one aspect of their development, but there are still so many other things that could help enrich them. And being able to introduce not just the academic stuff, but also possibly weaving in the other sort of facets can only serve to better help the kids as they move further and further through their academic journey. So I got to really sit down and think with myself that maybe there is a way that I can introduce a social emotional aspect, introduce a physical aspect into the lessons that I am working on, just so the kids are building on those developmental skills as well as the cognitive, and also giving them another aspect or another way to try to learn the information that they may be struggling with. So, as I mentioned in my artifact submission, not all children learn the same. Not one size fits all for kids. Some kids learn better visually. Sometimes kids learn better just by sitting and listening. Sometimes they learn better by writing out the skills, blah, 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 over and over. Sometimes it's just practice, practice, practice. And it's really finding that sort of sweet spot that covers a lot of the bases for a lot of the kids. So maybe I don't have to focus on each individual kid and what's going to work best for them, because that can be exhausting. I have 20 kids enrolled in my class and I am one person. It is a lot to be able to fine tune a lesson 20 different ways to make sure that every single kid is getting absolutely like flourishing information. They are growing so much as a learner. I want to be able to find something that can accomplish the goal for a lot. That way, there's only a select few that may need that sort of extra developmental way to be able to build that skill a little bit more. So, I am really excited to be able to go back into my classroom, look over my lessons that I've already planned, and just see what I can do to introduce these small aspects in more meaningful ways. Whether it be just instead of having them sit down and work on something individually with me, if I even put it into a small group, had at least 3 to 4 kids with me while we were tackling a skill, maybe there's something that one of the other kids can do to help them to understand that maybe I'm not able to accomplish on my own. Just as much as the kids are learning from me, they are learning things from each other. I am very surprised to see what things kids are able to pick up when they start spending time around people who are capable of doing certain skills. Like, it really helps them to build because they gain that confidence saying, well, if somebody like that can do it, then I can do it too. And that is a super meaningful thing for them. Failure is a huge, scary thing. They don't know when they think they fail that they cannot accomplish it. There is no coming back from it. So being able to introduce different aspects of that, different methods, so that these kids can feel that confidence and be able to flourish it within the classroom is definitely one of my goals. So I'm excited to be able to look back, replan just a bit, and see what works best for everybody. And I think that's it for me. So thank you.